Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 19, Text number 31. Maitreya Uvacha Evam Hiranyakshamasahya Vikramam Sasayuditva Hariradi Sukaraha Jagamalokam Swamakhandita Kanditotsavam Samidita Pushkara Vishtaradibihi. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Sri Maitreya continued. After thus killing the most formidable demon Hiranyaksha, the Supreme Lord Hari, the origin of the boar species, returned to his own abode, where there is always an uninterrupted festival. The Lord was praised by all the demigods headed by Brahma. Lord is spoken of herewith as the origin of the boar species. As stated in the Vedanta Sutra, the absolute truth is the origin of everything. Therefore, it is to be understood that all 84 lakh species of bodily forms originate from the Lord, who is always Adi, or the beginning. In Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna addresses the Lord as Adyam, or the origin. Similarly, in the Brahma Samhita, Lord is addressed as Adipurusham, the original person. Indeed, in the Bhagavad Gita, the Lord himself declares, Mattaha sarvam pravartate, from me everything proceeds. In this situation, the Lord assumed the shape of a boar to kill the demon Hiranyaksha and pick up the earth from the Garbha ocean. Thus he became Adisukara, the original boar. In the material world, a boar or pig is considered most abominable. But Adisukara, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, was not treated as an ordinary boar. Even the Lord Brahma and other demigods praise the Lord's form as a boar. This verse confirms the statements of Bhagavad Gita that the Lord appears as He is from His transcendental abode for the sake of killing the miscreants and saving the devotees. By killing the demon Hiranyaksha, He fulfilled His promise to kill the demons and always protect the demigods headed by Brahma. The statement that the Lord returned to His own abode indicates that He has His own particular transcendental residence. Since He is full of all energies, He is all-pervasive in spite of His residing in Goloka Vrindavana. Just as the sun, although situated in a particular place within the universe, is present by its sunshine throughout the universe. Although the Lord has His particular abode in which He resides, He is all-pervasive. The impersonalists accept one aspect of Lord's feature, the all-pervasive aspect, but they cannot understand His localized situation in His transcendental abode, where He always engages in fully transcendental pastimes. Especially mentioned in this verse, in the word Akanditotsavam. Utsava means pleasure. Whenever some function takes place to express happiness, it is called Utsava. Utsava, the expression of complete happiness, is always present in the Vaikuntha Lokas, the abode of Lord, who is worshipable even by demigods like Brahma, to say nothing of other less important entities such as human beings. The Lord descends from His abode to this world, and therefore He is called Avatara, which means one who descends. Sometimes Avatara is understood to refer to an incarnation who assumes a material form of flesh and bone. But actually, Avatara refers to one who descends from higher region. The Lord's abode is situated far above material sky, and He descends from the higher position. Thus He is called Avatara. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So here, after Lord completed his wonderful pastime of killing Hiranyaksha, so he returned to his abode, is mentioned in this verse. Evam Hiranyaksham asahya vikramam. And what is the power of Hiranyaksha? Is asahya vikramam. Very powerful. And what did Lord do? He killed him. And he came in the form of boar. And he returned to his abode. And what kind of abode he went? Where there is always a festival, Utsava, Akhanditotsavam, Samadhitaha Pushkara Vistaravidibhi. Even those who are like Brahma, Pushkara Vishtara, means one who is seated on the lotus, Brahma. So all of them, Adibihi, all of them, Samadhitaha, the praised. So Prabhupada says here, even Lord Brahma, who is the chief living being in this universe, is also praising the Lord. And what to talk about small human beings. So the wonderful Leela the Lord has performed and has gone back to his abode in the spiritual world. Here we also need to note, what is the spiritual world? And what are we doing? What is ourself? Who are we? What is happening in our lives? If we carefully analyze, our life is filled with lot of struggles, lot of difficulties, lot of challenges. That is fine. We are interested to get moksha. Moksha means liberation. Muchyate, getting liberated. It is also called moksha, means from all the material attractions. Moha, kshapayati, which is moksha, getting liberated from this material suffering. So everyone, all of us want to get liberated from all the suffering. That is very natural. We all want to be happy. We want to be free from all distress. Therefore, we all look for moksha. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna reveals there are different steps to become happy in this world. The root cause of our unhappiness is kama and lobha and krodha. Our lust, the desire to enjoy, unsatiated lust. Lust is compared like itching. Suppose something bites or something, you feel the sense of itching. If you keep itching, it does not actually solve. Somewhere you have to hold on, let's okay. After some time the itching sensation will go off. So like that, the lust is overpowering us, and that is one reason for our suffering. And the lust is not fulfilled, then we are angry, disturbed, unhappy, because we are disturbed. Our desire is not getting fulfilled. Therefore we are disturbed. We should analyze this. Why am I disturbed? Suppose you are unhappy. You should analyze. Why am I unhappy? Then you come to know, oh, this desire of mine is not getting fulfilled. That is why I am not becoming happy. That is why I am unhappy. That deep state of distress is called depression, where the hopes of fulfilling of the desire is not there. Then person goes to depression. Now, this kama and krodha, the lust and the anger and this disturbance, does not end because there is one more entity called lobha, greed. Because how much ever we try to acquire, we don't get satisfied with it. Therefore, we cannot be happy in this world. So, Krishna gives us a process in Bhagavad Gita. If you want to be happy, you have to give up kama, krodha, lobha, tyajet. One has to give up these things. One should be happy with what one has. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Yadhricha labha santushto dvandvatito vimatsaraha sama siddhau asiddhau cha kritvapi na nibadhyate. He who is satisfied with the gain which comes on its own accord, who is free from the dualities, does not envy, who is steady both in success and failure, is never entangled although performing actions. He is not bound by the conditions of this world. So what should we achieve in our life? The first step is to find the satisfaction in life. We should be satisfied with what we have. It's the first step. Krita kritya. One should know, now I don't want anything. I'm very happy with what I have. That is why you see, sometimes people feel more happy in giving, helping others. They say if you love everybody, you get love back. You become happy by serving, happy by helping others. Actually, the mentality of helping and serving is stemming from the idea of I have, what I do I need. Whatever possible I will help others. Yadhricha labha santushto. Actually, when this becomes matured, who is able to practice spiritual life properly, then he comes to the state of his original position. We all as Krishna's part and parcel, we are Atma, we have Sarupa, we have our nature. We come to our nature, what we are. That Swarupa, the coming to that platform is called Jivan Mukta stage. Liberation, moksha, as explained by the scriptures and acharyas, it is not necessarily when one leaves this material world, then it is moksha. People, generally it is, general understanding is like that. Moksha means when we are here, itself we can achieve. We are not having any more desires. We are situated in the self. I am servant of Krishna. I am very satisfied by serving Krishna. Actually, that itself is the moksha. In the spiritually advanced soul, he realizes what is his tastes and likes. Just like in this world, we have different tastes. Some of us like red color, some of us like pink color, some of us like blue color. Some of us like this kind of dish to taste. Just like we have varieties of within our likes and dislikes, when we get that we become happy. Originally as a soul, also we have certain abilities to enjoy certain tastes. Therefore, some devotees are in one Vaikuntha planet, another set of devotees are in another Vaikuntha planet, different planets, abodes of Vishnu. Somebody is devotee of Narasimha, someone is devotee of Krishna, someone is devotee of Rama. So because of their tastes as a Swarupa, they like certain aspects of the Lord. So the first level is to be satisfied materially, yadrichalabha santushto. Then one must practice the spiritual life. Then when he is evolved, one understands what is his position, who is he in relationship with God. So that is the real moksha. The first moksha is to liberate it from the tribulations of the material world. The tribulations of the material world is reduced when one is satisfied with himself. Still there is some tribulation. What is that? Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. That you cannot end as long as we are there in this material world. So one progresses beyond that, comes to the Swarupa realization. What am I? What is my likes and dislikes with the Lord? Now, to hear this and know this, we should know why I should be doing this. What will I get? What is moksha means? Where is the abode of Lord? We should be having some information. So that information is revealed in the scriptures. How does spiritual world look like? Vaikuntha. How is Vaikuntha looking like? What happens there? When we hear that, we may get interest to go to the Vaikuntha planet. Like if you hear, in United States of America, life is like this. You can have, nice house with a garden. You can have like this. If somebody goes on explaining to you the opportunities of happiness in other countries, probably you may develop interest to go to other country because you got an information. Like that, we should know what is the spiritual world. Chinta mani prakara sadma sukalpa vraksha. So what spiritual world means? In the spiritual world, actually, this world is made up of the energy of the Lord, Durga Devi's energy. The Lord's energy is manifesting in that form. In the spiritual world, everything is Lord's internal energy. Lakshmi Devi herself. Actually, every element of the spiritual world, could it be tree or the pillar or the building, is actually Lakshmi herself. Lakshmi Devi is constantly serving the Lord. Here for Lakshmi, people are worshipping Lakshmi Barama. Like this, so much worship. Little Lakshmi's grace I should get. Sakkare tuppava kalve harisi. There should be, I should be able to eat lot of ghee, so by Lakshmi Devi's presence I will get lot of benefits. Worshipping Lakshmi Devi to come. But in the spiritual abode, the Lakshmi is serving the Lord. Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambhrama Sevyamanam. So this Lakshmi Devi is serving the Lord in the spiritual world, and she also expands herself. You will see Lakshmi Devi herself manifests the spiritual world. And it is explained, the buildings are not made of cement and steel. The building in the spiritual world is all a very special jewels, which are shining. Some jewels are sparkling white, some are red, some are blue. like sapphires, very nicely decorated, and each and everything is actually chintamani in the spiritual world. And what about other living entities? What are they doing in the spiritual world? They're enjoying serving the Lord. Somebody may be doing bhajan and kirtan for the Lord. Somebody may be singing the glories of the Lord. Somebody may be cooking for the Lord. In the spiritual world also there is a family. There is also husband, wife. There are also children. There are also all the things. But it is not like the material husband-wife relationship, not material children, not material family. Therefore, to go to spiritual world, to get qualified, we should develop taste in the spiritual things, we say. Like we also chant Hare Krishna mantra. We also get up in the morning. Sometimes when we get up in the morning, we curse ourselves, why so early, alarm has rung. And when we chant, 16 round over means then we don't know where we left our chanting bag. We just want to finish, okay, how much more is there? How much more is there to finish? We also do spiritual sadhana, but sometimes we feel it difficult. When we reach the state where we are happily chanting Hare Krishna mantra, where our tongue is not able to stop chanting, we enjoy chanting, means that is a spiritual consciousness. With that liberation, by chanting, if I am chanting, I'll go to spiritual world, what will I do there? There also you'll chant. Suppose I am cooking for the Lord. Okay, I am cooking with so much hardship. After cooking, Lord will be pleased. I'll go to spiritual world. What will I do there? Cook for the Lord. So you cook for the Lord to go to spiritual world and cook for the Lord. So you will not be taken to the spiritual world if you are thinking the cooking here is very troublesome. Only when you come to the consciousness that cooking for the Lord is so pleasurable, I want to keep on doing, then we are past the exam. Somebody is doing Sankirtan, singing. If you are thinking, when will the Sankirtan end? When will the Kirtan end? What time it is ending? When will I get food and when will I go take rest? So then we have to continue to do. When we come to the situation that when I want to continue to do this, I don't want to stop, means when you are ready to go to spiritual world. Because spiritual world, all these aspects of bhakti is there in its fullness. So all our practices of chanting, singing, serving the Lord, decorating the Lord, worshipping the Lord, offering different articles to the Lord, cleaning the Lord's temple, every aspect is there in the spiritual world. But those aspects are with full of happiness, full of enjoyment. That is called Akhanditotsavam. Is a continuous utsava. Utsava means, Prabhupada explains in the purport, happiness. An event of happiness. What is happening? The Lord Jagama Lokam Swam Akhanditotsavam. Swam, for his own abode, the Lord's abode, which is having uninterrupted festivals, continuous festivals. Here what happens? One festival we get tired, isn't it? After the festival there is winding up, you have to clean, you have to wash. Then, no, not one more festival, let us wait for 15 more days. There is continuous festivals in the spiritual world, full of celebration. Life is of celebration. For that, the such place in the spiritual world, to qualify to go there, one has to first achieve that here. the elements of Krishna consciousness or Krishna Bhakti, which we practice as per the principles of Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Nectar of Devotion and various literatures, is nothing but a glimpse of the spiritual world. Only difference is that now we do because we have to do. Guru has told, spiritual master has told. But the spiritual consciousness is that I want to do, I don't want to stop. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy cooking, I enjoy serving, I enjoy cleaning, I enjoy chanting the holy name. That consciousness is the spiritual consciousness. So, abode of the Lord is very decorated, and there are kalpavrukshas. Every tree gives very sweet fruits. There is no trouble of this kind of rainy season, summer, winter. All the seasons are present in a day. Whatever makes us happy. And as per our happiness it is manifested. If you are feeling little cold is nice, you will feel cold. If you feel little hot is nice, you will feel hot. Here if you are in an AC room, we have to, everybody in the AC room should come to one consensus. Okay, let us keep the temperature 24, 22, because it cannot be adjusted to the individual. The spiritual world, it is manifested as per the liking of the devotee. And his liking is not for himself. Very important. His liking is connected to the service of the Lord. Someone wants to see the Lord in the blue color, he is available in blue color. Someone wants to see the Lord in 4 hands, he is available in the 4 hands. Somebody wants to see the Lord in 8 hands, he is available in 8 hands. Whatever the way, the devotee's different desires, the Lord manifests as per the desires of the Lord, desires of the devotees. This is the spiritual world. And in the material world, contrary to that, we are coming up with that consciousness, I should get whatever I wish. But whatever my karma, my account of karma allows, only that much I can get in this world. So now to correct ourselves, we should go yadricha labha santushto. Then we can achieve liberation. The liberation for the Mayavadis, those who do not understand the varieties in the spiritual world, for the liberation starts with the Sayujya Mukti. Means becoming one with the Lord. But for the devotees of the Lord, there is Salokya. Being in the same planet that the Lord is there. Samipya. We always in the association of the Lord, always in the presence of the Lord, Samipya, next to Him. Then Sarupya, the same form as the Lord. And Sarshti, same opulence, Aishwaryasya Samagrasya Viryasya Yashashastriya, Aishwarya, the same Aishwarya of the Lord. Opulences of the Lord. So like this there are varieties of mukti, liberation to achieve. Now how shall we achieve? Oh, it's very difficult then. So many people are doing tapasya to achieve this liberation. We hear for the moksha, the search of moksha, people go to Himalayas, they do katina tapasya. Very difficult. I am an ordinary person. How can I get moksha? It is not possible. Actually, what Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, why Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is called Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate, because he has delivered that moksha, not only moksha, the love of Godhead freely to everybody. This is like a lottery. If you are to earn the money, some 25 crores, you know how hard you have to work. But if you get a lottery, so easily you get credited to your account, isn't it? Now the 25 crores which came by lottery, 25 crores which came by hard work, that 25 crores value, is there any difference? Value is same. Not that your 25 crores come in the lottery as less value, work hard in the, no, same 25 crores, whatever you can buy in both situations. So we have been gifted, the lottery is that chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So once there was discussion in Navadvip. In the house of Raghunath Dasa Goswami's father and uncle, Hiranya Majumdar and Govinda Majumdar, they used to organize the learned Panditas come and discuss, do katha, discuss about the Lord. There is one of the great acharyas, associate of Lord Chaitanya, called Balaram Acharya. So they were all used to assemble, in all Panditas used to assemble, Balaram Acharya, Majundas and others Panditas used to, Gopal Chakrabarti. They all used to come and sit and discuss the scriptures and glorify. So one day, Balaram Acharya thought, this Haridas Thakur is chanting the holy names of the Lord continuously. He chants 3 lakh names every day. He is very advanced devotee. Let me call him for this discussion. So Haridas Thakur was in the discussion, this assembly of Panditas, they were discussing. So discussion came to the point that what are the glories of chanting holy name? What is the glory? Then everybody said, every Pandita from the scriptures they referred and they have given their opinion. One Pandit said, by chanting the holy name, all the sinful reactions will be burnt. Another Pandit said, by chanting the holy name, one will get liberated. Mukti, the moksha one gets. When it was the turn of Haridas, he said, actually, by chanting the holy names of Lord, one gets bhakti to the lotus feet of the Lord, love for the lotus feet of the Lord. However, the diminishing or killing all sinful reactions and liberations are concerned, they are just byproducts. They just come even by nama bhasa. Nama bhasa means just reflection of the holy name. Abhasa. Just somewhere here without attentively hearing, also liberation will come. Actually, if you do chanting of holy name properly, you will get Krishna Prema. Then one Pandit became very angry. His name was Gopal Chakravarti. He said, what are you talking? You know how difficult is liberation? Moksha. Coming out of Mrityu Samsara. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. You are saying just by chanting? He announced to all the Pandits, you see, these people are sentimentalists. This is too much to say just by Nama Bhasa one get liberated. People have worked so hard to get liberated. Haridas Thakur again said, no, chanting of the holy name is so powerful. Just by chanting attentively, you can experience right then, immediately the love of God. Actually, he is chanting like that. Gopal Chakravarti became even more angry. He said, you see, you are too proud of what you are practicing. If You take the challenge. If by the Nama Bhasa, if there is no liberation happens by chanting, just by hearing, without attentive hearing, on hearing if the liberation comes, if that doesn't come, he told Haridas, you should cut off your nose. In a face, nose is symbol of ahankara, they say. Those who become lot of ahankara, that's why anybody fall down, then nose is touching the ground means his ahankara is reduced. So you cut off your nose. And when all other Pandits became very disturbed by this, Balaram Acharya, Majumdar, they felt sorry. They fell at the feet of Haridas Thakur and asked forgiveness. No, he offended you kindly. Haridas Thakur, I have not taken this offense. He is out of ignorance. If a child comes and beats the mother, the mother is not taking offense out of it. Out of ignorance, child does not know what is right, what is wrong. Forgiven. So Haridas Thakur did not take any offense. However, the assembly ended with lot of fights, the furious fights, saying that cut off your nose and etc. etc. They fought and the assembly was dispersed. And it is her, after 3 days of this event, that Gopal Chakravarti who said, if from liberation, chanting of holy names, by hearing, even without attentive hearing, liberation is possible. If that does not happen, you cut off your nose, he said. That Gopal Chakravarti got leprosy. He got leprosy and his nose melted and fell off. Then everybody understood the glories of chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So chanting of holy name is so powerful. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord says, Na dhanam, na janam, na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhakti rahitu kitvayi. Actually, the moksha is not the desire of devotees. Sometimes some intelligent people ask this question. You say you give up all the desires, moksha is also a desire. You are having the desire of getting moksha. Actually, the pure devotional service, Shuddha Bhakti, means even that devotee does not want to have even achieve moksha, the liberation. What does devotee ask from the Lord? I don't want anything. That is his ask. I just want to render devotional service to you for your pleasure. Whatever you say, your order, I just follow. Mama janmani janmanishware bhavatat bhakti rahiti kitvai. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, janmani janmanishware, I may be keep on taking birth, but I should be rendering devotional service to you. That is pure devotional service. So, starting from the material satisfaction to the different varieties of moksha in the spiritual world, the highest is Krishna Prema. Out of that love of God, the devotee simply wants to serve the Lord without any expectation from him. That is highest. So, to attract us towards devotional service, attracts us as let us know what is the spiritual world, what is Lord. Lord is coming as incarnation, and it is explained in today's verse. He went back to Godhead, which is Akhanditotsavam, where is full of celebration and happiness, that we can experience being in this world, being a devotee of the Lord. That is why the devotee of the Lord is never unhappy. That is why even not only birthday, disappearance day of devotee also we celebrate. Because Lord's devotee's appearance, devotee's disappearance, It's all celebration. There is no reason to be unhappy in Krishna consciousness. For the devotee, there is no reason to be unhappy. If somebody asks you, why are you happy? You should ask, why should I be unhappy? Because devotee should be always happy. That is the state which Krishna consciousness is offering to all of us. Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita is offering to all of us by the grace of Srila Prabhupada. Actually, Srila Prabhupada, I'll tell with the small story in end. Once the devotees were traveling, some foreign devotees in India, they were going and they were chanting as usual. And in front of them, there was a truck, not truck, thela. They were carrying this sugar cane. On that, some 3-4 boys were sitting. And that vehicle was going slowly. It was going. And these devotees slowly also crossed that. Looking at these devotees, those boys, their street, some sugar cane and some boys who sit on the street and create some disturbance. And they looked at and mocked, Hare Krishna, like that they start mocking at the devotees, and devotees passed. They came back and told Srila Prabhupada, there are some boys disturbing. When we were going, they were mocking us, saying Hare Krishna. What will happen to them in their next life? Prabhupada said, they will be liberated because they chanted Hare Krishna. That's a chanting, power of chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gunakara Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.